So if you're getting a message like this in your Hyundai Tucson, that means it's time for you to change your headlight. And in this video, I'm going to show you just how to do that, as well as what bulb to use up next. In today's video, I am changing my low beam headlight bulb on the passenger side of the vehicle. This is in my 2018 Hyundai Tucson, and this is going to work for 2016 through 2020 Hyundais. Honestly, the other years are very similar, but this particular bulb is used in those years. I'm using a Phillips H7. You can use any brand you want, but I will say this is not a cheap headlight lamp bulb compared to some other headlight bulbs that I've changed. I was able to pick this up on Amazon, and I will leave a link down in the video description below where you can check out these bulbs. You might want to price compare a little bit. I found it was a better deal to buy 2 bulbs versus just buying 1 bulb, so you do the best that you feel fit for your vehicle. So first, let's go ahead and open up our hood. Let's find the release down underneath. It's kind of like right here. I'm just pushing up on that, and that unlocks the hood. And then I'm going to go ahead and brace the hood. So today I'm going to be changing this particular headlight bulb right here. You'll find that inside under the hood, there's different compartments that give you access to the headlights. This one is going to be for this inside headlight right here. And if we go a little bit further over, you'll notice that there are 2 spots, this one and then this one down here. This bigger one that's just below, that is the one that's going to have the low beam headlight that I'm going to be changing. So what I'm going to do is, there's little ridges on this back cover. It's just plastic. I'm going to get my fingers around that, and I'm just going to turn it. I've actually pried it off already, so it's pretty loose. Yours might be a little bit tighter. You might even want to use gloves for this if it makes it easier on your hands. But you just kind of turn it counterclockwise about 1/4 of a turn, and you'll feel it kind of stop in these grooves. And then you can just kind of pull it straight back to pull it out. Here's the cover, and once I've got that pulled out, that gives me access to this cavity area where I can work on getting the bulb out. And real quick, as we do in all the videos on this channel, I've hidden Tinker, who's our little hidden robot, and he's going to briefly pop up somewhere during this video. If you happen to spot Tinker popping up, be the first person to take note of the timestamp or the amount of time into this video that you spotted him popping up, and let me know that timestamp down in the comments section below. If you're the first person to find him, we'll put your name on our Tinker Forward Hall of Fame page, as well as I'll give you a shout out in one of my future videos. So I'm going to spin the camera around, and now you can see kind of a better view. There's really not a lot of room here to work with, but this is the area where that low beam headlight is. You can see these yellow wires that are going into it. From this point, I'm going to get my fingers around this piece, and then it's another 1/4 turn counterclockwise to loosen this bulb up, and you might need to give it a little pressure. But that's going to loosen it up so it kind of jiggles around, and then from this point, if I pull straight back with it, that'll give me access to the bulb. Alright, so from here you can see that I'm able to get access to the bulb and pull it out. And you don't want to touch the bulb, because that will reduce the life of the bulb. So what I'm going to do to remove this bulb is just grip it by these metal pieces down below, and then I'm going to just start to kind of wiggle it to get it out of there, and then pull it straight out, and that gives me access to the bulb. We'll just leave that piece sitting there for right now. There is the bulb itself. Now I'm going to go get the replacement. So I've got my replacement bulb, and you'll notice there's this little notch on one side of the bulb. I'm just trying to save you a little bit of time here, but if you go and get the piece that you're going to put the bulb into, that notch is going to go right over here. Where you can kind of see that there's this pushed out area. So I'm going to take the bulb, line up my spokes on the bottom. You can see I've got the prongs lined up for the socket, and then I'm going to just push it into place. From this point, I'm going to do what I did in reverse and just kind of work this bulb backwards to get it back into that cavity. So working that bulb back in, I'm going to find the grooves for that plastic piece to turn it. And it's a process. Don't force it, just take your time with it. So I just want to show you guys, as I'm doing this, there's some extra wires and cables that are down here, and those are getting in the way of me pushing this bulb back in. So you do have to push all those extra wires out of the way and make sure that you have those aside, allowing you to fully push this bulb back in. So I've got the bulb fully seated back in there, and now I'm going to turn this like a quarter clockwise turn to get that locked in. You're going to hear it lock itself in, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that plastic cover back on. Just kind of fits in there. Close that guy up. All right, bulb is replaced. Let's go turn the car on and test it. Turn this guy on, see if it does a system check, and let's see if we're still getting that warning for that headlight. It goes through its setup. All right, it's just showing me that the hood's open, but we'll close that in a second. Let's go check our headlights. I got one headlight on that side, and that headlight's working. So we were able to successfully replace our low beam headlight. So were you able to successfully change your headlight in your Hyundai Tucson? Let me know down in the comments section below. Hey, my name is Jeff, and on this channel I do all sorts of different types of car maintenance, do-it-yourself projects, and more. So please consider checking out some of the other cool videos I've got on this channel, such as these videos are going to be popping up at the end of this video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I will see you in the next video.